She gon' make you move to Miami. She gon' make you move. She gon' make you move to Miami. Oh yeah.
What's up? What's up, you guys? What's up? We're back again with another video. Okay, alright. So this is part 2 of how we met. The continuation. So basically, we're gonna talk about prom. If you have not watched the other video, go watch that video before watching this video because it's better to know the whole story than like a little like snippet of it. Okay. So prom. So my ex best friend, we're just gonna call her ex best friend. She invited me to her prom because for those of you who don't know, I'm homeschooled. So I have a prom, but it's like the super lame homeschooler prom. So I was like, I'm not going to that. So we had devised this plan that we were gonna go to the hotel with our boyfriend after prom and, you know, have fun and stuff. So basically, her, like a couple days before prom actually happened, her boyfriend was like, I can't go, whatever, for whatever reason. And of course, Shay could still make it. So I was like, hey.
I always make it.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, like, is it okay if I still go? Like, I don't want to do that to you. Like, I'm the type of person who's like straight up with somebody. Like, if you don't want me to go, I won't go. I'm not going to be the person to be like, oh, yeah, you can't go. Like, yeah. So I'm always been like, I'm an includer. I like to make people feel comfortable. So I asked her and she was like, no girl, go ahead, it's fine, like go get yours, like blah 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 blah. And the plan was I would meet her after prom, like not after prom, but like I would leave for like a certain amount of time and I would come back and join back with the group or whatever before we went home. So the night comes, I, you know, have a little fun, and then it comes time for me to go to the hotel with Shake. So basically, you can, well, go ahead.
I came downstairs. I met up with her, brought her back up to the hotel, and took in a room, and she was excited, and we did our little business, have fun and all that. And then, like towards the end, like we didn't realize what time it was. It was kind of getting late, and Zoe couldn't find her phone. We was like, "Where your phone at?" And so we looking in there looking for her phone, and we actually found her phone. She had like 6-7 missed calls from her best friend. We was like, "Oh snap!" So she ended up calling her back, but I guess she didn't pick up or whatever. She's best friend's boyfriend called. It was like, "Oh, where you at? She's looking for you or whatever." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, so basically her boyfriend called me talking about go get your best friend. Basically he called me and he was like, go get my girl, she's over there sad and stuff. And I was like, huh? So I was like, okay, so you know, I got to get back together, you know, I head back over to where the prom was at, and you know, I could tell there was something different, like she was kind of upset. So I was like, you good? She was like, yeah, I mean, you know, you can just tell somebody's not okay sometimes. So whatever, I'm like, whatever, should be okay. So we head back to her house, and you know, I spent the night, slept on the floor with no blanket or pillow, and I'm still really salty about it because I guess she was really big mad about it.
Like she didn't even pay her no attention. Like
yeah,
she went over and then
she like fell asleep on her phone with her boyfriend.
Yeah, she didn't even think about giving her blanket, pillows, or nothing. I'm like, oh,
yeah, I slept with some t-shirts mounted up into a ball as my pillow, and that was it. So, kind of rude, but it was fine. So, fast forward to about a week later, you know, when you talk to your best friend, you should not have to tell them, hey, don't tell people this, you know. You, especially something like that, you know, we were friends through church, so of course you don't want that like going around the church. Like that's common sense. So about a week later, I hear something from one of my other friends in my friend group, and he says, "Oh, how was prom? Like, did you have fun at prom?" Like messing with me, and I was like, "Hold up, no, what you talking about, prom? Like, why are you saying it like that?" Like, So, you know, he asked about it, whatever. So, of course, like, naturally, I was like, no, nothing happened. Like, you know, because you don't want that going around your church. Like, that's just, like, you don't do that. And so I called my ex-best friend at the time, and I was like, hey, like, so-and-so's talking about prom. Like, did you tell him anything? Or what happened? Like, who said what? And so she was like, I didn't say nothing. So next person that would have said something, because the only people who were involved in the plans was her boyfriend. So I contacted her boyfriend on Instagram. I was like, hey, like, blah, 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 why are you talking about it? And he was like, oh, everybody knows. I was like, what do you mean everybody knows? Like, last time I checked, only 4 people knew about the plans, and that was us 4. Like, so I basically told him, I was like, listen, don't say nothing about that. That's nobody's business but ours. Like, just leave it at what it is. So I end up talking to my best friend, and she's like, hey, like, you know, I'm confronting her, and she's like, I can't do anything. I can control him. I'm not doing nothing. Like, pause. If Shake were to be like telling somebody else's mess to somebody to start something, I would nip it in the butt really quick. Like, that's just like something you don't let happen, especially for your so-called best friend. You don't just let somebody trash your name and do nothing about it. Like, as a best friend, that's common courtesy. So anyway, she's like, I can't do anything. So in my head, I'm like, you know what, if that's how she feels, that's what she's gonna do, go ahead. So fast forward a little later, the friend at church, he found out that I was lying, and basically they made a group chat with me in it, and basically like high-key bullied me. Like, they were like, oh, you're dirty, like your dirt is coming to the light, blah 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 blah, and all this stuff, like trashing me. And he had previously called me and was like talking to me, and you know, he was like on my side, I guess, and like we were having a conversation for a while, and then at some point in the conversation it came up that, oh, well, I'll just get Shake to fight him. Like playing, like legit playing. And he was like, oh yeah, he was even joking back. He was like, oh yeah, me too, you know, I'm about to
get my rounds.
I want rounds too, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. So
he basically was like an instigator.
He was an instigator, that's what he was. So fast forward back into when we were in the group chat, he was basically saying, oh yeah, or he told my ex-best friend and her boyfriend that Shake was gonna come and fight them. Don't know why. So I was like, listen, like in the group chat, I was like, I didn't respond to any of it until like at the end. I was like, listen, nobody's fighting anybody. It was a joke, and he's over here making it something it isn't. Please leave it alone, leave it as it is, and let it die. That's all I said. But of course, you know, they continue.
But no, they want to keep motherfucking going.
Right. So they kept talking, smack, whatever. Eventually, it kind of got around the whole church. But that's
like me. I'm ready. Like, let's go fight. You know?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go fight.
A little later, I basically told me and him basically texted my ex-best friend and her boyfriend that like, hey, let's meet up, let's talk this out, like instead of spreading this in other places, so we can figure out what's going on and end it. But that didn't really happen.
They thought that we were going to go fight them.
Yeah, we thought she was posting about social media, everything like that.
Like,
you know,
don't they
I woke
sound like
up
some
to it.
bitch? Like, don't they sound like some bitches or some punks?
Yeah, so basically, then that was on Tuesday, right? That next morning, I woke up and I had to go to work. I would go to like post on social media, so people like basically slandering me, and then at some point I was at work working, and I got a text like, oh, and by the way, my mom knows. Listen, my mom and her mom are like friends, so this was not good, okay? So basically, I like had a panic attack almost. I like went to the bathroom, and mind you, all throughout this story right now, our relationship is a secret. Like, my parents were not supposed to know because he's Muslim and I'm Christian. They just don't agree. Like, they didn't agree on our relationship.
Not allowed to be dating at the time.
Yeah, and I was not allowed to date at the time. Like, I was supposed to wait till I was 17 to date. So, so basically, I went in the bathroom. I called Jake. I was like, listen, this was happening. Like, I'm scared. And I'm like bawling at work. I really want to fight. Like, yeah, he did want to fight, but he didn't fight nobody. Or did he?
She told me not to. She's like, don't do it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it because I mean, like, if you fight them, what's that gonna do? Start more issues. Probably get the cops involved. Like, that's dumb. Like, no, that's stupid. That's what they want.
Well, they're gonna tell somebody anyway.
Probably, but whatever. So, last Wednesday we go to church. So we were supposed to talk that night. When I got home from work, my mom called me down.
We texted from that. We need to meet up.
Yeah.
We had texted them like we need to meet up and to discuss about this problem or whatever. And then that's when they called. Then that's when your mom called.
Yeah, and then my mom called me downstairs and she was like, listen, I got this text from a mother, which ended up being the pastor's wife at church. Why? I don't know. So my pastor's wife basically texted my mom, told her that, hey, your daughter went to the hotel with her boyfriend, and you know, I saw, or somebody saw them, and da da da. So honestly, to this day, like, I kind of do and don't know what happened, like, but all I know is that somebody told my mom, and basically I did not only that, like, oh, I went to the hotel, that he was a sex trafficker and that I was going to get kidnapped and all this other stuff, or drugged and da da da, because he's Muslim. Like, that's what it was. Like, that really just was what it was. Yeah, we understand.
Your pastor, pastor wife, they find out I'm Muslim, of course they want to say bad names about me or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I was like,
seeing all this lies, like,
it was just really bad. So she confronted me. Of course, you know, I lied the first like 2 or 3 times. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. But you know, eventually I came clean. She basically told me, like, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take your phone. You're not gonna have your phone. And at this time I was like, oh, nope, that's not gonna happen. So like, I run up the stairs, like, cause like, we're supposed to not be even a thing. I'm not even supposed to be talking to him. And I run up the stairs, like, and lock myself in my bathroom, and like, I'm texting him like, this is what's happening, I can't talk right now, she's taking away my phone, I love you, like, I'm sorry, like, bye. And he's like, what the what's going on? And like, I was like, yeah, and I'm trying to like delete all her messages and everything. Like, it was just really bad. So she ended up taking my phone, and I had a backup phone. I found a backup phone. So I was like, you know, sneak texting him on that, you know, trying to like keep in contact, because like, honestly, at this point, like, I had absolutely no one in my life. I had no friends, because my friends were talking crap behind my back and like ratting me out. I didn't know who to trust. I literally dropped all of my friends. Like, that was it. Like, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm mad. I'm angry. So then basically she found my backup phone. So she like pried that from my hands, and like, she got even more mad at me. And mind you, at this time, like, between me not having my phone and then the fake phone, or the backup phone, and then all this stuff, My mom is every single day telling me that Shake does not love me, that he was just using me, that he just wanted to get my pants, that, you know, he didn't care about me and he was just trying to use me, and you know, stuff like that, like borderline brainwashing me. My parents, I've never seen them.
Both your parents are on you.
Yes, I've never seen my parents so low to me before in my life. Like, I really, like, my dad, you know, at one point, he was like, I hope you're pregnant. And I was like, but like, it wasn't like, oh, I hope you're pregnant. It was like, in like a condescending
her, like,
way.
a slut and stuff.
Yeah, and he called me like a slut and other things. And my mom, she made me bawl day in and day out. Like, it was so bad. Like my inner and outer eye, you know, where like you cry and stuff. Like, it was literally like peeling. Like, my eyes were raw every single day. So, and I like wasn't eating. She was like force feeding me. It just was bad. So, anyway, so it eventually came to the point where I had to quit some stuff at church, because it was just not.
And like, even when we went to church, like, she made you sit by her and everything.
Yeah, and like, I couldn't leave her side. I wasn't allowed to do anything except for work. I wasn't allowed to go hang out with friends. I wasn't allowed to do anything.
Your Instagram, she like blocked, like she like unfriended a lot of people from my Instagram.
Yeah, she went through my phone and found out all this stuff. Like, she went through my phone. When I say went through my phone, she like scoured my phone and found stuff. And anyway, so fast forward a little bit. I knew that my family was having a vacation. We were all gonna go to Disney World, and like, you know, we had planned this like a year ago. So I knew I was gonna get my phone back, because like, you can't be at a theme park and not have your phone. Are you kidding me? Like, if I get kidnapped, like, that's on you. So I got my phone back finally, and of course, naturally, the first thing I did was try to talk to him. I was like, hey,
what's up?
Yeah, and he was like, hi. And you know, low-key, I thought like, he was like, he's not gonna love me no more. I don't know why. Like, it's just like, because all that stuff I went through with my mom, like her telling me, oh, you didn't love me. I was like, this is just, why am I even contact? I thought about not even talking to you. I was like, I just don't know what to do. So anyway, it was really bad. Like, when I'm underestimating this so that for the sake of the video, like, to make it go faster than it was. But like, when I tell you, that was like literally the hardest point in my life. Like, that was the hardest point of like just dealing with that stuff.
What the fuck was going on? I was scared.
Why you say it like that? You sound like you playing. So I contacted him, and you know, I was just talking to him at first, because like, in the back of my mind, I knew that my period was supposed to start like a couple days, like
1 month. One time a month cycle.
Yeah, you know, it's a 1 month cycle, you know, around this time. I was like, around this time it's supposed to happen. But so at the time that I contacted him, I think I was like 1 or 2 days late. But then I continued to talk to him, because I didn't want to like psych him out, be like, pregnant, like, it's fine. So, you know, I was sneak texting him while I was at Disney the whole time, like the entire time, like, because my family was like kind of like peering over my like phone and stuff, trying to see who I was talking to. Like, I changed his name to like 5 other people, like, that were my friends, and like, I would just text him, and I was so scared that they would take my phone again. But anyway, so my period's 1 day late, 2 days late, 3 days late, I'm like, 4 days late, 5 days late, 6 days late, 7 days late, and 8 days late. I was like, listen.
I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, I might have a baby. I might have a junior around here. You gotta go to work, you drop school, and all that.
Yep. So I was like, I have to tell somebody at this point. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a license. Like, I couldn't drive myself to the store to go get a pregnancy test. I didn't even have money. I don't even think. So I told my sister, I was like, listen, this is what's going on. And she was like 30-something years old. Like, she's like a mother figure. Yeah. So, I mean, if everyone's supposed to know, I would want her to know. But I told her, and she was like, okay, let's go to the store and get you a pregnancy test. I got the pregnancy test, and I took it, and it came out that I was not pregnant, luckily. But I was so nervous. And at the time, I was 16. So, like, it wasn't something to play with. Like, if I got pregnant, it would have been like cute. Like, it wouldn't have been cute at all. Like, it would have just been like, are you serious? Like,
I didn't-
you let your daughter run around.
I didn't really have a good job to be providing for a child at the time. I mean, now we can, but we're not gonna talk about that right now.
So yeah, so basically, after that point, we started to see each other again. I eventually got a car, and you know, I started driving and stuff. So
you got a new job.
yeah, and I got a new job, and I was doing good. So fast forward, like, kind of a lot. Like, we were secretly dating all through here. Like, it was, we came back from Disney, like, in the end of May. Then it was May, June, July,
Your birthday.
August.
Do we do anything for your birthday?
We
didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I don't think we did anything for my birthday that year. July, August, or October. Yeah, August, October. October we went to the fair together and stuff like that. It was so fun. Oh my god. I posted pictures and it was like really.
We're
fun.
still secretly dating.
Secretly dating.
They still don't know
for
nothing about it.
months. So then we on Black Friday, you know, I was sneaking out, you know.
Black Friday, you know, money's going down more, you know.
Yeah, so you know we had to go out. So we ended up. I met him at a store, and then we on the way back to my house. It was like late.
1 a.m. Like,
Like
she snuck out the
1 or
house,
2.
and I wanted to go black shopping. She wanted to come with me.
Yeah.
And
So I was like, money, clothes. So I went with him, and then on the way back, we were acting dumb on the street.
Like kids,
On a
you know,
well-known
teens.
street. I'm dumb. We're dumb. We're dumb. Like, don't do this because you will get caught. And we
Okay,
were
so
like, oh,
what happened was I was following her, and you know, I want to be able to have a little fun or whatever. So I decided to go on the left, get on the other lane, and then I looked at her and I was like, we just sit and started racing each other.
Yeah, so we
At
raced.
speed in mind, the speed limit is 40 miles per hour.
45.
45 miles per hour. And
I remember that now.
And we're going now, and we're going 80 miles per hour.
80.
Yes.
So
That's reckless driving.
yes. So we're like driving, you know, like a mile down the street. We're like, oh no, we got this, it's fine. Then blue lights start, and we like looked around at everything. We're like, oh, and we were on the phone too. So we turn around and I see the blue lights, and then this cop pulls us up over, right?
Both of us over. One cop pulling both of us over.
Yes. And I was scared. So after that happened, you know, I was like, oh my god, did this just happen? And it did. So fast forward, we got a court date.
The ticket was like, he gave us a 6 point.
8 points.
No, 6 point.
It was 8 points.
Hey, 6 point. Reckless driving, 6 point. I know my stuff.
Okay.
It's 6 point.
8 points. I'm sorry, 6 points. I meant to repeat you. I meant to say it was 6 points.
Oh my god.
I said 8 points.
See what I did with. Okay. But yeah, it was 6 point. And so the ticket was like $400 something
Oh my God.
each. Both was like $800, $900.
Yeah.
So we and then we got busted because she had to let her parents know. I don't know how that went. So how did that go when you tell your parents?
Should we wait for another video for that?
Nah. Well,
Because we have more.
that's all it's gonna be because we're gonna talk about that. We done.
Sure. Okay. So, I was like, Mom, I have to tell you something. And I was like, I got a speeding ticket. I didn't tell her that he was there. I was like, I got a speeding ticket, and I think I need to be an adult, and I need to go by myself so I can. So I can be an adult and deal with this like an adult by myself. So, because I knew he was gonna be there. So I basically told her that, and she was like, no, we have to go with father, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, Mom, I got this. So I ended up, she was like, I went to work later that day, and I had called my brother because he was in the same situation, which he snitched on me. If you're watching this, you know. But he basically snitched on me. And I was on speakerphone talking about how Shake was there. And my dad heard that, right? My mom texted me later on, at my job and was like, when you said you had to tell me something, I thought it was so much worse. Which she was thinking that I was with him or I was still dating him. So later on, I guess my dad called her and told her that Shake was there, and she texted me and was like, what I thought was worse did happen. And I was like, oh shit. So I was like at work and I was like flipping out, and like my dad was like, we're gonna have an intervention, we're gonna have a talk, and it's gonna be bad. And like, so my family, fast forward, my family ended up showing up at my work, literally borderline kidnapping me. Like, and all my friends at my work were like standing up for me, so like kudos to them, but like I literally was like no. So I ended up going with my sister, and then I like got her to leave, and she was like trying to have a talk with me, and I was like, get out my car, and then she ended up getting out my car and going with my dad, and then she went home, but then I called Shake, and I was like, hey, I just left my mom, and he was like, I gotta meet you right now. I gotta meet you right now. And I was like, no, my mom is on the way. You can't just meet me.
Like, it's important.
So,
if you don't do it, you don't love me.
Yeah, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I'm over here like sweating because I'm like so like scared. So he meets me, right? And this is cute. He meets me, right? And he gives me this promise ring right here. And he's like, I love you, and I want to make sure that like we're together, and I want.
I mean, I gave that to her to make sure, like, no matter what your family said, I was gonna be there for you. Cause like right now, her family's trying to tell her, don't do this, don't do that. He's gonna do this. I'm want to show her that I'm promising myself for you. I'm gonna be there to the day we die, and so on, you know. And so I want to make sure that she had that clear in her head that I wanted to be there.
Yeah, because he didn't know if I was gonna get my phone taken away or something like that. So at this point I'm 17. So like I was kind of like, okay, but anyway.
Then you go home and your mom sort of had a talk with you and
yeah,
show her the family ring and
so I went home and my mom was like, it's cool. I mean, she wasn't like it's cool, but like she was like,
just talk.
Yeah, like she wasn't trying to like attack me, which was nice. So it ended up kind of working out. I went to my court date. We got it reduced to 2 points. Then we went to a class
4
together.
Points.
Oh,
reduced
4
to 4
points.
points, which made it to like 200.
Yeah, so I just paid like 100 or something.
Yeah, and then we went to a 4-point reduction class.
Yeah, together. We felt like we were in jail together, but it's fine. It's an 8-hour class. It's fine. So we did that.
And then we went to IHOP
with my parents.
Yeah, to have the. I mean, finally, like after like a year, we would actually have that talk where I had to talk with their parents and see what's the rules or what's going on. It was insane that, I mean, I started off bad. I'm still starting off bad, but then after a while, we just started talking, having a good time. And then I had to tell her dad how much I love her. He was like, "Oh, that was just the frosting. Give me the actual cake." So I had to go even deeper.
How you said that?
I had to go deeper and tell her how much I love her, and then I actually got in his head and her mother, and we ate. And we had a good lunch or breakfast or whatever.
Yeah. And then he got invited to Christmas.
Yes, it was fun.
And then more drama happened after that, but it was not as interesting as the other one.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess like that kind of ends the story, but basically we've been through some shit. Don't play with us because it's not gonna work. We've already been through it all.
Yes.
We've been through, people threatened to, my ex-best friend, she tried to threaten to call the police on him because I was 16 and he was over 18, so he was like, that could be like statutory rape or something. But in the state of South Carolina, if you're 16 years or older, you can consent. So, no. You were trying it and you didn't get there. So, people, and my dad tried to, tell him to leave me alone. He called him at some point and was like, leave my daughter alone, don't talk to her, I'll find you, I can get nasty. I remember he said that.
Yeah, he did.
And
I can get nasty. But, I had to respect because I still wanted Zoe,
Yeah, so, people, like, they was really trying to, like, push it.
Well, now they can't break us. They done give up on breaking us up.
Yeah, at this point, my parents,
Now,
they don't care
I think they
anymore.
kind of now realize that I'm actually going to take care of that. I'm actually, I helped her got a new job. I helped her into college. Like, I helped her with homework and everything. Like,
Yeah.
now they see that I'm actually doing their job. Like, literally.
Yeah, he takes care of me. He takes good care of me. So they saw that eventually and kind of left us alone. But
Now I'm getting my own apartment.
yeah, stay tuned for the apartment tour after I decorate. So
But yeah, but that's
yeah,
the.
that's pretty much it. Subscribe.
Yes.
We didn't say last video. Subscribe. Post notifications on. I don't know if you're over here or not, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about, the little ding-a-ling in the corner. Please stay tuned. We have a lot of videos that are gonna. Oh my god, that are gonna be coming out. We're gonna try to
We're gonna
do
start
more.
doing pranks maybe, and I mean once I get my apartment, get my furniture in, we're gonna start doing different things. You know?
Yeah, because we'll actually be able to now.
Yeah, like that shirt though, we matching.
We matching. Put your leg up. Put the leg up. Put the leg up.
Ow, crap.
Old man. But yeah, so definitely stay tuned. We have some stuff that's coming. And yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, bro, comment done. Or like some emoji or something, because I want to know who actually watches our videos.
Don't lie.
Don't lie,
who our true
because we
fans
will
are.
know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it was really long, but it's a long story. Like, that was like not all the details either. But anyway, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram, ShakenZoe.
Shake
And letter N.
Zoe.
Zoe. Same as it's spelled here. But yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Alright. Bye.